Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Anna Morphides with Wedding Hearts Counseling, and today's video is going to be inspired by most of the sessions that I have had the pleasure to have over the last couple of weeks, and it's all about how to create and hold on to your dream life, whether that includes your dream job, dream friendships, dream romantic relationships, whatever that is. We're going to be talking about how to live your dream life, because actually it is completely 100% up to you, and the only person that can place limitations on that reality being part of us, like the things that we wish, want, are thinking that are not with us in this moment, but we would like to experience that. The only person that can hold us from having those experiences at the end of the day is ourselves and ourselves only. But luckily, we have people that will, and or situations that will usually show us where we are being held back in our belief system. And that's basically what it all comes down to, is our belief system about ourselves, aka core self-concept. It's what shapes our reality. Joe Dispenza calls it, well, our personality shapes our personal reality. It is completely 1000% up to us. And like I mentioned just a couple minutes ago, people and or situations, the way that they tickle us and make us feel those uncomfortable feelings is usually a compass and or a great indication of where we are not in alignment with a positive core belief about ourselves that would indicate the possibility of us having the experience of the thing that we are still wishing to have, hoping to have. But somewhere deep down inside, there is a doubt, because this is what we're going to be addressing today, is when people doubt that their relationship can be in this way, or that their children can behave differently, that their spouses can behave differently, that they can find someone who likes them as much as they do, that they can find a job that they like, that they can be in a relationship where they feel fulfilled. These are all the things that people are saying, no, I can't have that. There's no way, because of this and this and this and this. That could never happen to me because of this and this and this. These are the limitations that are being placed on our own reality by our own selves, but it's not our fault, because these are stemming from core beliefs that we acquired as children. So I heard this thing the other day, and it's so amazing. It makes so much sense. This is from Bashar, and he said, or they said, I should say, doubt, when we doubt ourselves, we doubt that we can have a particular relationship, or we doubt that we can be part of this friends group, or we doubt that we're good enough for this job, we doubt that we're good enough for this relationship. Whatever it is that we're doubting that can happen to us, the explanation of what really doubt is outstanding in this particular case. So let me see if I can remember it correctly. Doubt is a belief of a reality that you are not in preference of. So when we are doubting ourselves, we are 100% having trust. That's what it was, not belief, it was trust. Doubt is 100% trust and or trusting in a reality that we don't prefer. And our reality is literally created by our personality, like Joe Dispenza says, and our personality is our core beliefs and or self-concept, whatever it is that you choose to name that inner part of you that is your automatic sort of like hard drive that boots your inner system day in and day out and creates your energetic field, because that's the emotional vibrational frequency that you're riding on based on your core beliefs and what your predominant emotions are from the core beliefs that are running your system. So when we are doubting ourselves, that is a clear indication that there's a belief system in there that you don't feel good enough, you don't feel worthy enough, you just don't feel enough to be able to have this experience. And this is where you can change your reality, because you change that belief about yourself because it is not true. So what part of us causes us to think and feel that we can't have this job, or our partners can't change, or our children, it's too late for this and it's too late for that? Those are beliefs that we acquired that are not true. Anything can change at any time. These are the natural laws of energy. Like attracts like. As long as we change our own vibration, the universe has no choice but to match that which we are through the natural laws of chemistry and or physics. It's just how it is. So, of course, we can't change other people, but we can change how we behave. And then we watch others acclimate to our new vibration. So the more that we believe in ourselves, the more that we love ourselves, the more that we change the narrative. This is where narrative therapy comes in, about who we are and what we believe to be true about ourselves is how we're going to change actually our reality. So if you are one of us humans that doubts that you can have a relationship that you're dreaming of, or a job that you would so love to have, and you are doubting yourself, there's a leak in your belief system that you're not enough. And I know that better than anyone, because I have had to change my narrative about who I am so many times, and every time I would raise my vibration just a little bit more, and then my outer reality would change just a little bit more, and it got me to where I am today. And literally, how do we do this? We look at our core beliefs. Actually, we look at our core beliefs. So if you pause this right here and you take a look at this sheet, I'm gonna have to look at the camera now to make sure that I'm pointing it properly. If you look at this and actually write out the ones that resonate with you, much like I did here. So you draw a bag, and then you put in all the core beliefs that resonate with you or feel true to you in this current moment. And for me, these are the unhelpful core beliefs that were literally shaping my reality day in or day out. So of course, I would bring in people and or situations that would make me feel this way, until I understood that they're only making me feel this way in order for me to release this and change the narrative about who I am. So I used to think that I am needy, I am not good enough, I am bound to be abandoned, I am unlovable, I am unlikable, I am unwanted, I am unworthy, I am not good enough to be loved by others, I am bound to be rejected, I am bound to be alone. So this was my predominant vibration until I was about 38 years of age. And then I decided that for my 40th, I would change my life, and I started to slowly do the work. Actually, I think at 38, I started to realize that I started to look for answers, because I didn't love the way that I felt. After having 38 years of having people and or situations reflect these back to me in and day out, I was just so sick and tired of like feeling this way, like always, and it just felt such shame about who I was. So then I started to understand, and I discovered the law of attractions. And of course, because I had a science background, it made sense to me how the law of attraction works. It's just laws of energy, really. It's purely like chemistry at play, but like not writing out the formulas on a piece of paper like how you make water, H2O, it's two hydrogens plus oxygen to make water, the water molecule. It's actual in reality. Our frequency, our vibration, that input, what does that output, is our reality. Like, and then I understood and I wanted to change and be different. So when I went back to counseling school, I had a chance to use narrative therapy to recreate my entire core belief system, because I did acquire an anxious attachment style, which produces a negative self-view, and I have a free 21-day, and if you want to do also the 28-day workshop, I will attach it in the description box. That literally changed my life twice, because now I have done it twice, and every time I have done it, it literally changes my reality, and I couldn't be more grateful. So thank you so much to the natural laws of the universe and just how simple you actually make it once we understand it. So what are your core beliefs and what are you going to put in your bag? And then you are literally going to imagine yourself dropping this bag. You're dropping these core beliefs about yourself because they're not true, and they were acquired. Mine were acquired in my childhood because my parents just didn't know any better. They were not very well educated, and my father had to leave to go overseas to work, and we were quite poor, and my mom was raised by a stepmom in not a very nice way, so she didn't also know better. So I acquired these because of how I was treated as a child, but none of this is true, because if I was born into a family, say that my mom's mom didn't pass away and she didn't have to have a stepmom, so she received all the love that she could from her mom, then she'd be able to pass on that love to me. And if my dad's family had money to not take him out of school, to put him in the fields to work as a adolescent, then he wouldn't have to leave the country to make a better living for his family. He would have been around, and I wouldn't feel abandoned and or rejected and or unlovable. So it's just like the snowball effect of things. So if I had that type of parents, then I would have a secure attachment style and I would never feel these things about myself. So my life would have been completely different. But I don't regret it, because if my life was different, then I wouldn't be able to help people today in the way that I do, to reframe it. And with narrative therapy, like literally, I'm going to read out the notes about narrative therapy and how it is so useful in the counseling world. So narrative therapy is solution focused because our lives are full of stories that our experiences have shaped our beliefs so far, and we have made a meaning out of them, which has become a part of our identity. So I am needy, I am not good enough, I am not worthy, I am unwanted. All these beliefs were a part of my identity that played out in my life day in and day out. So the goal here is to externalize the challenges of the uncomfortable things that we feel, because we're not the core beliefs, right? We are unlimited, limitless, beautiful, energetic souls living in this beautiful human suit that have an opportunity, once we understand, to live life to its fullest potential. So we externalize these challenging core beliefs and we put them in a bag, and we acknowledge that they are a part of us, but they're not us. And because we tend to live in a dominant story and we don't see the other stories that are happening simultaneously, right? We don't see the other core beliefs that are happening that are reflective of I am wanted, I am likable. Because even for me, I embarked in so many things, and I volunteered and I created so many events in my life, and I could do 10 things right, but if I did one thing wrong, I would always focus on that one wrong thing and beat myself up and carry that for forever, really, because I was not paying attention to the stories that were living simultaneously to the ones that I am not good enough. So internally, we always try to find proof of what is predominantly running our system, right? So if we can change the narrative of what we think that we are, we can literally change our lives. So Yes, our partners could change. Yes, it's not too late for our children to also change. Yes, of course, we're good enough to have this job. Yes, we can have it. Yes, we are good enough. Yes, we are worthy of it. Yes, the answer is always yes. So, as I said before, if doubt is 100% trust in a reality that we don't prefer, why not choose a reality that we do prefer? Have 100% trust that yes, you can have this. Yes, it can happen. You don't know how many often I hear, no, it's not possible. I don't have enough time. It can never happen to me. My partner will never, will never be in alignment. All these things that we say are proving that belief system of the reality that we don't want to be experiencing, but we believe that because of our past experiences. That's all that it is. So we can literally change that by changing the narrative about who we are. So the goal is to reauthor our story, and you are the author, you are the protagonist of your life, and you are the only one that can change your narrative. So thank you to all the other people and our situations and those partners and our children and that boss that show us what our core belief system actually is, so we can change that and become the version and have 100% trust in the reality that we do have a preference of, where we can have the things that we desire, are wanting, are hoping, are wishing for, because that is our birthright. So we got this. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please go message me. I have all my information in the description box. If you want me to make a video on how to release perhaps an unhelpful core belief that you are holding on to and you don't know where to start, I'd love to help you. This is part of my soul's mission now that I have understood how we are supposed to be living life. And I'm trying to look at the end of the camera, so then I'm looking straight in the video, although I can't really see what's happening. So but I think after I've heard it a couple of times, I feel like it's probably worth to try this way of recording, so I can literally create like more eye contact, as opposed to being able to view what I'm actually put on screen. I'll just have trust and faith that what is being put out there is looks and is delivered in a way that is meant to 1,000%. So with all my gratitude, thank you so much for taking any time to watch any part of the video. Comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification button so you don't miss another video from me, or even suggest any topics that you want me to talk about. I love you so much. Thank you again for this opportunity, and I'll see you next time.